Coming up in today's video, I embark on my furthest trip north yet for what could be the most ridiculous reason. I bag a win by finding a brilliant little takeaway to eat in my van, and a local gives me a stern warning about being scared off in the middle of the night. Sit back, put your feet up, and join me for this mini adventure. Good morning and welcome to another video. I am currently on the edge of the Shire, Shropshire, in a place called Whitchurch, on my way north for the most ludicrous reason for a camp that you've probably ever heard of. Exciting for me, maybe not so much exciting for you, but any excuse for a camp. I am currently on my way to a place called Stockton-on-Tees. I've mentioned it a couple of times in a few previous videos, but I am an avid snooker fan. And I recently brought a snooker cue from a company called Green Bays up in Stockton-on-Tees in the north of England. And when I received it in the post, the extensions that I had for my existing snooker cue didn't fit their cue because they have their own specific joints. All very exciting stuff. I'm sure you're thinking, what on earth are you doing? But anyway, I'm on a bit of a snooker pilgrimage. But we are going to be stealth camping tonight. I'm not 100% sure where yet. Stockton-on-Tees isn't too far away from the Yorkshire Dales. So I'm thinking while we're in the area, let's go into the hills, try and find a nice little spot tonight to cook up some dinner and have a nice stealth camp. And then tomorrow, i.e. next week's video, we're going to be going south towards a place called Morton to go to a festival called Vanlife Fest at a venue called Scampton Hall. So that should be pretty good as well. So join me for the rest of the adventure as we have the weather on our side and hopefully a little bit of luck in finding a park up tonight. Just making a quick little pit stop at McDonald's in, where am I? Somewhere near Harrogate anyway. Anyone recognise that road? No idea. Just tried to ring Green Bays, the snooker shop in Stockton-on-Tees. I've checked on Google, checked on their website, and both confirm that they're open today. But they're not answering the phone, which gives me a little bit of anxiety, to say the least. To say that I've travelled all this way and they're not even open would be a little bit annoying, to say the least. But nothing that a triple cheeseburger, chicken mayo and large fries won't solve.
Triple mayo, yeah.
Triple mayo and large fries. Cheers, buddy. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Right, let's hop in the back and get this down our bellies and give Green Bays another ring, and fingers crossed they answer. Oh. Alrighty. First things first, let's get a bit of light in here. Oh. I think what, 2 hours and 20 I've been driving for. I'm feeling it today, especially when it's hot outside. Sun and driving for long periods of time don't mix. I don't know if you guys find this, but most McDonald's burgers, whether it be a triple, whatever it might be, they kind of come like they've been sat on. Still tastes good though.
Appreciate the accommodation. Yeah. You available at 11, 11:30, 11:45? How about 3 in the morning? You know what this power?
Not forgetting that again. Right, I've made a choice. I rang them 2 more times. Still no answer. But we're going to go to Stockton-on-Tees and we're going to see if they are open or not. On the website and on Google, it says yes, they are open. So we're going to risk it for a biscuit. Our park up tonight, from what I've seen, takes us right into the Yorkshire Moors, or the Yorkshire Dales, or whatever it's called. And I would be really annoyed if I didn't go there and for whatever reason their phones are ringing but just not working for some reason. I come all this way. This trip really was inspired by getting those snooker accessories, case and extensions, etc. It might not be the most exciting thing for most of you watching, but for me it was something I was looking forward to. So we're going to head up to Stockton-on-Tees. I've had a bit of lunch now, I haven't got to worry about that. I'm going to make some ground, put the miles in, see if we can drive past the store, and if we see any sign of life, obviously we can go in and I can get what I want. But if not, then I think we'll just be heading down to a local Aldi in Stockton, if there is one, fingers crossed, and then heading to tonight's park up and going to scope it out. From what I've seen on Park for Night, there's a chap on Park for Night called Bob something, who has been putting loads of reviews on this particular park up that looks very picturesque and quite perfect, if I may say so myself. But he seems to be deliberately trying to put people off parking there by saying no overnight parking. There's signs there apparently, and he's telling people to go to local campsites. And I've had a look at a few local campsites around the area, none of which are cheap, all exceeding £15 at least, just for basic facilities. So I'm not going to be doing that. We are going to see what this spot's like. Oh, it's a Halford special. See what the spot's like, and see if we can get our head down for a nice quiet night in the Yorkshire moors, dales, I don't know what it's called. Wish me luck. Fingers crossed Green Bay's is open, and fingers crossed our park up tonight is event free.
Keep right to continue on Newhall Way.
Summer is here, and I'm sure as of watching this, some of you have got some summer holidays booked. I certainly have at the end of the month. I cannot wait to get away with the family. And one of the gadgets that I'm taking with me that's going to be making my holiday experience ever so more easy is Level 8. And this is their travel combo that I've recently got through the post. You've got your travel backpack here, which is perfect for my van journeys, and as I'm going to go on some longer journeys, I've also got the accompanying miniature suitcase here as well. This is the Atlas travel kit, so I've got the backpack and I've also got the suitcase. It's TSA approved, and at the top here you can see you've got your suitcase lock as well, which can ping open there, that just releases zips. Let's take a look inside the suitcase, shall we? One of the things I noticed straight away while handling the suitcase was just how light it was, making it perfect as an additional carry-on bag. And although it's lightweight and compact, it was nice to see they've included separate packing compartments to separate your various items. The zips feel sturdy and durable, and it has an overall high build quality. And as the added cherry on the cake, all Level 8 luggage comes with a lifetime warranty. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't consider myself a heavy packer, so the Atlas suitcase and laptop backpack is a perfect combination for travelling around the globe for those long weekends away, or you might even be lucky enough to squeeze a week's worth of supplies in here if you're very frugal. But if you are a heavy packer, Level 8 have a plethora of luggage options on their website. I'll leave a link in the description below where you guys can check out Level 8's luggage offerings for your next trip away, and don't forget to use my discount code just down here as well to get yourself a bit of cheeky discount. Upgrade your travel game today. Huge thanks to Level 8 for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the adventure. Right, last ditch attempt. I'm going to try and ring Thornaby Snooker Club, and we'll see if they can tell me if Green Bay's is open. Green Bay's is apparently right next door to them, so let's have a look, shall we?
In a quarter of a mile, at junction 29, use the left 2 lanes to take the M1 exit to Leeds, Wakefield.
Good afternoon. I'm just calling just to inquire because I've tried ringing Green Bay's queues a number of times today, but unfortunately I've got no answer. I just wanted to know.
Use the left 2 lanes to exit at junction 29.
You've been trying to ring Green Bay?
Yeah, I've been trying to ring Green Bay's. Are they open today, do you know?
Yeah, they're in, yes.
Continue on M1 for 1.5 miles.
What number are you ringing?
I'm ringing the one that's listed on Google.
Is it 760-888?
Yes.
And what's happening? Are you not getting a...
It's just ringing out forever. I've probably rang about 5 or 6 times, and yeah, it just rings out. But if they're in and they're there, that's all I need to know.
I mean, I'm only...
In a quarter of a mile, use the left 3 lanes to turn slightly left to stay on M1. Signs for the North Leeds East.
So that'll be fine, yeah, Brandon, no worries.
Okay then, mate. No, thanks ever so much for that, mate. You've saved my day.
Yeah, that's lovely. Don't worry, Brandon.
All right.
Thanks, matey.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate. Thanks. Bye. Get in.
Use the left 3 lanes to turn slightly left to stay on M1. Signs for the North Leeds East.
Right, they're in. It's just the one member of staff that's deaf is on today, so
continue for 19
they can't hear the
miles.
phone ringing. Shut up, sat-nav! Christ! So, we are on. We are ready. We are on. We are off to Stockton-on-Tees. We are just over an hour away now, and I'm going to be able to go to Green Bay's queues. The whole reason why I got in this van today and go on a camp, to go and find myself some snooker extensions and hopefully a snooker case as well. I'm happy now. McDonald's in the belly, open road in front of me, weather's still pretty nice, and I can confirm the shop is open. Okay, I officially have all of our camp supplies. Didn't go too extravagant on this one, seeing as we're only going for a night away. 2 steak slices just in case of an emergency. Need to have them in there. I'm also going to be cooking tomorrow night some chicken fajita tortilla wraps, toasted on the big pan, the SQ Professional double-sided pan. Can't wait for that. But I'm thinking, if I can be lucky enough, close that a minute. If I can be lucky enough to get myself a takeaway tonight, up by where we're parking up, which is pushing the boat out a little bit, to say the least, then we'll be in luck then. And I couldn't resist some cherry Bakewell tarts. Now, when me and Steve went to the official Bakewell to get some proper Bakewell tarts, we weren't majorly impressed. So I'm hoping these will fill a gap tonight if I get a bit peckish.
Your destination is on the left.
That's the snooker club, and that's the Q shop right there. So I didn't film much inside the shop as I wanted to concentrate on getting the right gear for my game, but I couldn't have asked for any more from the team at Green Bay's. Stocking hundreds of new cues and accessories, I was like a kid in a sweet shop, spoiled for choice, and I'm happy to say I got what I came for. I have no idea where I've turned up to, but there is a lot of people about. I like to think it's called Helmsley. That's what it's called, Helmsley. And it is very, very busy. We'll just park up for a little bit, get our bearings, see where we're at. Some kind of biker meetup.
Any chance of ordering us one?
Any chance of what?
Ordering us a taxi, any chance?
I don't have a clue, mate. I don't know. I know it.
We saw a silver taxi van pull in.
I know it looks like a minibus. But I wish you the best of luck with it.
There's no internet access or nothing.
I know. Tell me about it. I know. I've been trying to find out where I am.
Gotta get up that bloody hill.
Well, you got the weather for it. See you later, mate. Bless them. Trying to get a taxi somewhere. Anyway, our sat nav's working again. Do I have the facial expression of a taxi driver? Maybe I do. Now, we're only 3 miles away from our park up. It's now 5:20. And I'm trying to look around me. This is a particularly posh village. Are we going to be able to get a budget-friendly takeaway from here to save having the steak slice? 3.3 mile away, 7 minutes. It might be worth just having a wander, although we're in a particularly busy area. But then again, more people about, less chance of someone breaking this window. Yeah, let's go and try and find a bit of a takeaway and see how much this parking is going to sting us for. Let's see if we can take some food to tonight's park up, I think. That sounds like a winner. Right, let's find out what the parking is and whether we can park here or not. Excuse me, chaps, sorry to interrupt. You don't know if you have to pay for parking here, do you all?
You do, yes, yeah.
Where'd you pay?
There's a machine.
Might be suspended.
It might be suspended.
Is it?
Machine's over there.
Ah, cheers, buddy.
Yeah, but
appreciate
there's a big
it.
event on at the moment, so.
Whether they charge or not is yeah. Okay.
Not charging for bikes, but they might be for cars.
All right, nice one. Cheers. What's the event, by the way?
It's a big biker rally up on the Duncan Park.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice one. All right. Cheers, bud. Thanks. Big bike rally, apparently. Have I got 20 minutes free? Quick stop free park. Right. Okay. I think I've got 20 minutes free. Right. Can we get a takeaway in that time? That is a challenge if I've ever seen one. 20 minutes to get food and go. All right. Let's do it. Excuse me, ladies, would you happen to be locals? No.
Where do you want?
Oh, that is a shame. I'm looking for a really good takeaway around here.
There's not many takeaways here.
No, I didn't think there was.
Just ask. Yeah.
Chippy, curry, Chinese.
There's a chip shop, yeah.
There is a chip shop.
Yeah,
Just down that road, you've seen it? Okay, that's all I need to know. All right, thank you. There's a chippy. Have I got cash on me? No, I haven't. What a wally. Okay. Cash point. I'm going to hazard a guess that the co-op might have a cash point in it. Let's have a look. I've never seen a little village so busy. But yeah, apparently a biker rally at the top of the hill or something, I think they said. Right, game on. 20 of the Queen's British pounds. Let's go see if we can find a chippy or something similar to get a bit of food for tonight. This is the little village or town of Helmsley. This looks like it could be fish and chips. Yes, it is. Bingo. Hiya mate, okay. Can I get your Helmsley special please, with cod and the side, what size is it, just sauce? I'll go for curry sauce please, yeah, thank you.
No, I like you because you give out the winning prize. So.
I do, yeah. You smell nicely, you get bigger chips.
Oh, hey, do you get bigger fish?
I don't know if it seems that way.
Right, food check. I think we've got about 2 minutes to spare before we get nabbed for the parking. So let's get back to the van, chuck it in the back. Our park cup's 3 miles away, and fingers crossed this isn't cold. But my goodness, Helmsley, hell of a crowd today. Right, I've just about managed to get the sat-nav working. Right, 3 miles away, 6 minutes. Come on. Come on, baby. It's a little park up called the Cow House. Not far from Helmsley. Like I say, 3 miles away, so not too bad at all. I think this would have been probably the nearest
Take the second left onto
takeaway, should we say? Saves having those beef pasties from Aldi. I'm sure they're very nice. Maybe we'll have one in the morning, maybe, who knows. So apparently, on the left, is our supposed
Your destination is on the left.
hard standing ground. Cow House Bank. By Forestry England. No overnight parking. Right, we're in. All windows are closed. A little bit warmer than I'd like in here. 27.2, but we'll live with it for now. I was nearly swarmed outside, getting from the driver's seat to that side door. My God. I don't know about this place. I got out, once I turned the engine off, it kind of seemed like those horse flies, at least that's what I think they are, left us alone a little bit. I think it was the rumble of the engine that was attracting them, but then they tried nabbing me at the side door, so I don't know. We'll see, but for now, let's tuck into a bit of fish and chips and curry sauce from Deep Blue Fish and Chips in, where have I just been? What's it called? What's it called? Something. I don't know. I know you come here for the professionalism. Let's try this fish and chips. $7.99 this was. Small fish, and that is a small fish. Portion of chips and curry sauce, all delivered in a little box. $7.99. That's not too bad, I don't think. Particularly in a upmarket village like that. Quite a posh area. Nice chips though. One thing missing. A nice cold drink of Arancia from Aldi. Italian orange soda. Made in Wolverhampton probably. The right consistency. Perfect. Some of the posts I've seen on Park for Night range back to 2020, just after the pandemic. And a lot of people were posting about how great this spot is. Nice quiet night in the woods, etc. And then it was only at the latter end of 2022, 2023 that the signs were introduced saying no overnight parking. I think probably because of one or two angry locals maybe. I'm not quite sure what this particular area is used for. Just a parking area to start a walk, I think, but I just don't understand tarnishing everyone with the same brush. Okay, they might have had some problems here with different campers over the years, but that's not me. I'm not responsible for other people's actions. You're punishing everybody for the stupidity of a few. I've never understood that, really. I'm going to finish this off. Watch a bit more of Ronnie O'Sullivan and Judd Trump battle it out. And then we'll make a final decision on what we're going to do here tonight. It's debatable whether we stay here. The longer I'm here, the more I'm settled, so we'll see.
45. Get close to the winning line.
One of you is at home right now watching this video, wondering what I've got in my snooker cue case. Just one of you. I'll show you what I've brought today. So this is my new Green Bay's cues case. It's I call it a midnight blue teal. And here are my accessories. I have the main cue shaft there, my butt, and a couple of extensions that I've brought as well today. The mini butt has got an extension on the bottom as well that I can fit that into if needed, which is really good. And I've also got the obligatory Teom chalk. If anyone's interested in snooker, you might know what that is. If you're not, you'll have no clue what I'm talking about. But that's what I brought myself today. A little gift for me. I mean, if I'm completely honest with you, most of the stuff that I buy these days is channel related, which is also a hobby of mine. But when you've been doing it for as often as I have, it's more of the day-to-day routine. This isn't day-to-day routine for me. So I'm really happy with that. A nice compact. I think it looks quite nice anyway. I don't know what other people think, but I think it looks quite nice. And the chaps at Green Bay's were fantastic. Very knowledgeable. They know what they're talking about. I could have stayed there for a couple more hours talking about snooker and cues and little bits and bobs about what cues do this and why people have cues like that and whatnot. Yeah, nice team there. Father and son team. After enjoying my fish and chips, I then devoured a further 2 cherry bakewells before a local gave me a rather concerning piece of advice. Well, one thing's for certain, we are not staying here. Just had a lady pull up in a blue Honda Jazz, I think it was. Saw that I was parked here, knocked on the van, me thinking, oh my god, a local Karen. She just told me about a bloke that comes around here with 2 dogs, very aggressively knocking on people's vans with the dogs barking. I've already had one too many bad experiences this year. I don't fancy any more. So we're going to leave this spot, try and get some signal, see where else we can park up. It's now just gone 8 o'clock, so we've probably got a couple hours of daylight left yet. It's still quite bright in the evenings. I'm just a little bit concerned because we're going to be heading towards what is Vanlife Fest tomorrow. That's going to be next week's video, which should be good. But my concern is, let me get in the van before any midgets get in. But my concern is, the closer we get to that festival, there is going to be other vans dotted around and parked about. Now, I don't mind other campers, that's fine. In fact, actually, in many ways, it makes me feel safer with other campers around me. But if there's no spaces at all, or if there's no flat spaces, then we're going to struggle tonight. It's quite a big festival, apparently. So let's move on from this spot. Let's leave. We'll call him Angry Bob, shall we? It's got to be the Bob that's in the comments on this place. Check the comments on the Cowhouse Bank on Park for Night. You'll see one chap called Bob something, very clearly a local, who was trying to put people off parking here. For what reason? I don't know. I'm not going to stick around to find out. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. Let's get a little bit closer to Malton, is it? I think it's called, where the festival is, or where it's near tomorrow, and try and find a park up near there. At least I can show you another little spot maybe that you can spend the night on your journeys out and about. Let's go. Jesus Christ, what a pothole city. My God. That bin's there. There's a bin. And what looks like a relatively flat spot. Houston, we have landed. Just about avoided taking the back bumper off. That's a win. We're pretty much flat there. Obviously got a bit of a hump there, but the back wheel and the front wheel are level. Sitting in the front, that's a level spot. Oh, what does that say? Right, we've got a forest school. No parking beyond this sign at any time. Hey, hey. Wild garlic. Yep. Yep. This is home for the evening. This'll do us. Tucked off the main road. No, just a road sign. I will put the what 3 words down here to this place. It is on Park for Night, but we are bang on level there. Right, smack bang underneath a tree. Loads of bird poo in the morning. Great. Well, that's me settled in for the night. This is a nice little spot, this. Right in the middle of the woods, just off the road there. I think I'm going to have a nice night's sleep tonight. I will bring you back if anything else happens, but if not, I'll bring you guys back in the morning. I'll catch you in the morrow. Good morning, with the welcome sound of the birdsong. I won't speak too loudly. I was joined by another camper, well, a van last night. A Finnish number plate, I think. So they're not local, they've come from afar in just a panel van. All the power to them. I think there's 2 people in there. Not quite sure if they're man, woman, whatever, I'm not quite sure. But no, this spot last night was perfect. Although where I was parked doesn't look exactly level. It ended up being spot on. I definitely recommend it. If you've got a small van like these, Nice little spot. I was awoken by a Tesla parking next to me in the morning. Oh, hope they haven't got their sentry system on. They'll have caught me emptying my pee bottle in the bush. Oh well. Well, I think that about concludes today's video. I'm going to head off now. I've made a decision that I'm not going to find another place to have breakfast. It was a choice between golden syrup porridge oats from Aldi or a potential wood-fired pizza from Van Life Fest. What would you choose? But I've got my hot brew to start the day. I'm going to head down to, is it Scampton Hall? Near Moulton or Milton, I think it's called. Forever the professional me. And I will sign out with the bird song from this gorgeous wooden park-up. And I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you tune in next week. We're going to be heading to Van Life Fest, checking out what they have there. Maybe doing a few van tours possibly. Being a bit cheeky and poking my nose in where it shouldn't be. And getting a bit of food before heading back home and finding a nice little spot to cook us some dinner. But thanks for joining me. This hasn't been probably the most exuberant video that you've ever watched. This was more of a camp for me, really. Going down to Green Bays yesterday, getting myself a couple of snooker accessories, a case and some extensions. I'll look forward to playing with them when I get home. So yeah, any excuse for a camp, should we say. But thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.